Good morning, everyone. Today is Saturday, November 25th, 2023. I don't know why. Every time I start recording, this thing pops up. I'm like, it makes me think that my OBS studio is the problem, like that it's shutting down or something, but it's working fine. It says I'm streaming. If I pull up my Twitch chat, I can like see that I am live on Twitch, but that stupid pop-up just keeps coming up. And it only does that whenever I start recording. So like I'm like, oh, it has to be my OBS studio. That's the problem then, right? No, it's fine. It just like interrupts my thinking of when I'm starting my video. Anyway, I am back in Sims 4 building my childhood home. Please F off. Please. I'm back in Sims 4 building my childhood home. In previous episodes, I've done the exterior of it. As you can see, the exterior is all finished. The living room is done, and the kitchen, dining room, hallway, all that is done. So today, I think I'm gonna move on to doing maybe the garage and the bathrooms, um, just because I don't think that they'll take a lot of time. And I'm kind of trying to make these videos a little bit shorter because when I upload them to YouTube, I don't edit them. Eventually, I would like to kind of learn how to edit videos and do that kind of sort of thing. But for right now, I'm not. So I just upload them to YouTube just as is from my VODs. So I'm going to start off with the garage. And I'm right now picturing in my mind what my garage used to look like when I was a kid. I think I might scoot this over. I'm gonna scoot this over just because there was like a shelf here. Not like a bookshelf, but like a shelf that we could put, I think we usually kept like sports equipment or something on this shelf. First of all, I need to figure out like what's the vibe on the outside. I'm trying to think. I think we just had like white paint in our garage, but white paint without trim. Kind of like this. And then we just had cement on the inside. I'm gonna do the same as the outside. That's my garage. Um, and as for a light, I'm just gonna put this light in here. The light in our garage was hooked up to, oops, I don't want to have, I want the siding to stay, so we have a fake garage door. The light in my garage was hooked up to like the garage door opener, which I don't really think I can put anything that could resemble that on the ceiling. I could maybe find something that could resemble a garage door opener on the ceiling, but I don't really know. But yeah, we had, let's see, some bookshelves. That's what I was looking for before I got distracted. Sorry. Do they have just, I want these bookshelves from Book Nook Kit, but like the short ones that are empty, that have like no books on them. So I'm probably gonna have to go to surfaces and then go to shelves or displays, my bad. To make things easier for me, I'm gonna separate this out by Book Nook. Here we go. So these ones are the ones I want. Because the shelves that I had in my garage when I was growing up looked, oop, and of course they're modular, so they're a little glitchy. They looked just like that. And then, yeah, we just kept bins of stuff, like just tote bins, and um, we kept like chalk, like a bucket, like an emptied out ice cream pail. That's where we kept our chalk in, our sporting equipment. So I'm gonna put like basketball. Um, where's like the actual basketball? Do I have to go into debug for that? I feel like I wouldn't have to. I think I have debug turned on. So what if I type in debug? Nope, I don't have debug turned on. Okay. Get out of here. Testing cheats on. bb.move objects on. I'm just gonna turn on all my cheats right now while I'm at it. Cast.full. I can't. Okay, so I stopped chewing my nails back in July, and I've had them like trimmed and stuff since then. Like they're not super super long, but they're longer than I've ever had them before, and it's making me like it's just so hard to type. bb.live edit objects on bb dot show hidden objects bb dot ignore gameplay unlocks entitlement. I feel like I'm missing one. Like I feel like I'm missing a cheat, but I can't think of what cheat, them missing out. Oh, while I'm in here. What was I looking for? I was looking for the basketball. So what if I try typing in basketball again? Is it not going to come up? Basketball. Please, please don't freak out. Why is it taking so long? Okay, it brought me to debug, but um, not to where I needed it to go. Great, awesome. Let's see, basketball, like the sport in Sims, came with City Living, I think. So if I go here and I go, this like filter thing is a godsend, to be honest. I always forget to use it, but like once I actually do remember that it exists, it's great. Here's the basketball, right here. Okay, that took a very long time. Real quick, I'm just gonna look through debug to see if there's anything else I want to add. I feel like City Living would be a good. Never mind. I was gonna say it would be a good pack to use for things like this. Where's like they have like a box of stuff. This is perfect. This right here, perfect. Just gonna put that down for a second. Unless like, can you go up? No, I'm gonna have to control 9 it later. But I'm just gonna get my stuff. Oh, real quick, since I have this empty space here, I was thinking maybe if I size this down. We didn't have like a power box out here, but we had our it was like a water gauge or something. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was like a water gauge thing. And it wasn't locked up like this, but to kind of just like signify that that's what I'm showing here. That's, yeah. I can't put it too close, otherwise it gets stuck on the platform. But it would have been like right against the wall. Pipes, did we have pipes anywhere? Not that I can really think of. I don't think we had like exposed pipes. Maybe I could put a pipe here. There wasn't like a really big pipe. It was just like a little pipe coming out like that. Anything else? Oh, before I forget, we did have a. Wish me know where I could put this. I'll figure it out. We did have a video game console in our living room. We had the Wii. We had the Wii, and in the basement, which I can't make a basement in my game because I decided to use platforms. Um, we had My brother had a PS2, and then he eventually got a PS3. And I think while he was still living there, I think we also got a PS4. But I say we, I mean him. He would save his like Christmas money, his birthday money, he would save up and buy it, and then it was his, like he wasn't obligated by my parents to like have to share with my sister and me. Like that was just my brother's because he had paid for it. I'm gonna look for more things for the shelf. Soccer ball. See, like this one, it comes up automatically. Oh, there's football too. Perfect. Yeah, we just had like all kinds of sports stuff here. Volleyballs, just anything you name it, we had it. I could probably put a soccer team playbook. My dad was a football coach, so although this is not football, it's close enough. In some countries, it's called football. Not in my country, though. We're gonna definitely need bikes. My family, for whatever reason, had lots of bikes. Um, we had so many bikes that they took up like all this side of the garage. And eventually my dad put hooks in the ceiling so that we could hang our bikes in the ceiling so we had more room over here. I'll put a bike, because each one of us had a bike. I'll say that this is my brother's bike. I had a bike similar to this, maybe not. I had a bike with a basket on it, and it was purple. I don't think there's... Uh, yeah, that one's close. So I'll say that's my bike. I don't remember what my sister's bike looked like. Oh, you know what? This one is probably closer to the bike my brother had. Oh, it's kind of big though. Okay, well that can be my dad's, although his was blue. Yeah, we were a bike family. We definitely had a lot of bikes. Everybody had their own bike. My mom's bike, I don't know, probably was green. I don't know, that's her favorite color, so I'm gonna go with that. So I got mom, dad, me. My brother would have never had a basket on his bike. He probably would have said that's weird. The Mountain Trailblazer. We didn't have any mountain bikes because here in Wisconsin we have no mountains. Um, Maybe I'll give this one to my brother. And then for my sister, I'll give her this one. So yeah, as you can see, there's 5 people in the family, 5 bikes. It's kind of a lot. We didn't have them nicely organized like this either. We probably should have, but and I feel like normally we probably would have had them turned this way. But yeah, that's why my dad put the hooks up in the ceiling so that we could hang the bikes because it saved a lot more room. What else did we have here? We did have water balloons. Um, I think that was only like a one-time thing though. I don't think my family usually had water balloons. Oh, we did have a kiddie pool out here. Again, we just had a lot of stuff because my mom owned a daycare and you need a lot of activities to keep the kids entertained. Cooler. We were definitely like a camping kind of family, so we definitely had coolers. Uh, yeah, I put camping chairs in here. We would have had them out here too. So maybe I'll grab one of these. Usually they wouldn't be open like this. They would be, closed. But that's fine. I'm gonna put stuff in front of the store. My entire 19, 20 years, however long I lived there, we never used this store. The store was always locked, closed. You didn't go in it, you didn't go in, you didn't go out. It was just always closed like this. Over here we had like rakes and like my dad's like lawn tools. I don't know if I can really find a whole bunch of lawn tools. I'll do my best. Let's see, rakes came with seasons, so I might be able to find something there. Oh, I'll put the decoration box out here while I'm at it. Honestly, the decoration box would have been in the basement, but like I've already stated, like I'm not putting basement in, so it would make more sense to have it out here. What was I looking for again? A rake. I said show all, and it's not showing me the debug for seasons. Oh, probably because I need to type in debug, obviously. Hello. Here's a shovel. We definitely would have had a shovel. I wish I could put these... If I had the tool mod, I'd be able to. But I wish I could, like, lean these against the wall. Whatever, I'll just put it down for right now. And there's the rake. There's a mini shovel. Oh, I didn't know that was a debug. Is there anything else I would like to include? Lots of flower arrangements. Hello, wow. Ooh, money fruit. I wish. Yeah, if I could put these against the wall. I don't have the tool mod. I don't know if I would even know how to use the tool mod, to be honest. Obviously there's like tutorials and stuff, but I'll just kind of put them over here in the corner. To be fair, after us kids used the equipment, we would usually not put them back correctly, and they would just kind of like fall off the wall and onto the ground. So that's accurate in that aspect. We had cabinets along this wall that contained gardening supplies. I don't even know what else. It contained a lot of stuff. And now I'm looking. We had the regular trash can, and we also had the recycle bin. I don't know why I didn't put both out here. But like the regular trash can is green, and the recycle bin is blue. Don't have that option, but this is close enough. Is there anything else we had out here? I mean, yes, this garage used to be like packed full of stuff. But like anything that I can think of that I can include with Sims. I'll just put that there. Instead of putting it up here, I'll just put it down there. Um, kind of looking through. Is there a way that I could put these on the wall? I don't think we really we had skis, but we never went skiing. Oh, when I was a kid, we used to have jet skis. And they used to be like on a trailer, like right here. I'm not gonna include those. I could, but I'm not going to. Anything else? We probably have like a couple garden pots or something back here. Oh, I was just looking to see if I included a garden over here. Yeah, we had like a little corner of the backyard that had like chicken wire around it, and this corner back here was so, I don't know, just the best soil or something because we would grow things in this back corner and they would just grow and grow and grow and grow. It was amazing. We always usually have tomatoes back there and we would just have a million tomatoes. I think I'm gonna leave the garage as is. Um, Maybe I'll put the cars out here too. So my dad usually had like a sedan, like a small, not small car, but like not a SUV. Or later on, he would get a truck. Like he has a truck now, but when we were growing up, he just needed a car with good gas mileage because he typically worked in another city. Like we lived in one city and then he would have to drive to another city to go to work, so he needed a car with good gas mileage. I'll have to look in debug for cars because the debug cars are just better. Maybe I should put a fire extinguisher out here. Oops. I was using my WASD to move around and then I forgot it was still in the search bar. Put this out here. Plunger. While I'm in debug, I might as well grab what I need. Hey, DC Swanson K27 Lurk. Thanks for joining. Thanks for lurking. Oh my god, I am not sick, but like lately in the morning when I wake up, I just have like the worst allergies or like I'm just stuffed up. I could put a watering can out here. Oh, is this a broom? We had a broom, for sure. Because this is what my dad would use to get the leaves off of the driveway, the sidewalks. I'm gonna put a package out here. Sometimes they would leave packages on our front porch. I think that's a cute little detail. My mom is notorious for buying things online. I don't think she does it as much anymore, but definitely back then. Tape measure. Yeah, we could just put all the tools here. My dad had like a workroom or whatever in the basement, but again, I can't build the basement in here, so. Oh, there's some like cleaning supplies. This was our closet that had a lot of cleaning stuff in it, so I'll put this over here. I hate going through debug menu like uh in front of people, or like I hate going through debug menu and that just taking up a bunch of time in my build or in my Twitch stream because like I can't imagine that watching somebody go through debug is anything except boring. Don't get me wrong, debug has a bunch of stuff that adds really nice details to the build, but just to go through it is so boring. We have asparagus in the game? Where? Because I've never seen asparagus. There's lighter fluid. Should I put that over by the grill? Maybe there's a way that I could put it on the little ledge over there. I'll have to remember to go back over there. What is that? To be honest with you, I forgot what I'm specifically looking for. I forgot what I came into. Oh, there's a phone. We had a home phone. So I'll put that over there somewhere. What did I specifically come into debug for? I don't even remember. I should keep an eye out for like the remote control. My family growing up, we had oh my God, what was it like Dish TV? Like we had cable TV. Basically, we got like a bunch of channels and stuff, but then became too expensive because that it is expensive. It is like unnecessarily expensive. This is a wallet. Maybe I'll put that in my parents' room. My dad used to put his wallet. Oh, that just disappeared. Okay, never mind. I guess we can't have that debug item. But yeah, it became way too expensive, so we just ended up, you know, not when then we had just cable or I can't think of the word for it. Like here, these are a bunch of like massage oils. We didn't have massage oils, but they kind of look like my mom's shampoo bottles and stuff, so I'm just gonna put them here. There's like magazines. I'll put these in my brother's room. Actually, I don't I don't know. Like, okay, so I haven't gotten to the bedrooms yet, but I just want to talk about the bedrooms for a second. So for when I was a little kid, like probably from the age of I think I slept in my parents' room until I was like 1 or 2 years old. So from like 1 or 2 until 6 or 7 or I don't know, my sister and I shared this bedroom. I think we shared this bedroom until I was 6 because she's 7 years older than me. So when she was 13, she was like saying to my parents, I want my own bedroom. I don't want to share a room with my little sister anymore. I want my own bedroom. I think for a very short amount of time, she had a bed in this room, which was actually like my mom's office. And then my mom was like, no, this isn't working out. No, you need to go back and like move in back with your sister. I was probably an annoying little sister. I'm not gonna lie. Or I'm not, okay, not probably. I know I was an annoying little sister. So I can understand why she didn't want to share a bedroom with me. And then then they eventually made a bedroom in the basement for my sister. They kind of built a wall that took up a good chunk of what used to be our playroom. And then that was her room. And that was her room from the age of 13 until she moved out when she was 18. This was my brother's room at the time when this bigger room was my sister and I's room. This was my brother's room. And then I think when my sister moved out, this became my room, and then he moved into this. We kind of swapped bedrooms a lot, my brother and I. Um, just on like a random Saturday when my mom would tell us to clean, my brother would be like, "Hey, let's swap bedrooms." So we would have to move all the furniture from this room and then swap it back and forth. So I don't know which room I want to have because I'm building the house as emulating what I remember it being. I mostly remember this room being my room. This was my room from the age of like 7 to 9, and then no, probably longer than that actually. When did this room become my room again? This bigger room was my room from like 2 to 6. My sister moved out. I moved into this room. So I think from like 7 until 10, this was my room, and then I don't remember. This I'm gonna make this my room. Well, actually, should I make this my room? Because then that way it's my sister's still living with me. Okay, yeah, new plan. I'll decorate the house how it would have been when I was like 6. So like right before my sister moved out. Or not moved out, but moved into the downstairs bedroom. Wow, I sound so sick right now. I swear to you, I'm not, but like my voice is just like disappearing before my very eyes. Ugh. Ugh. I um I went to the grocery store yesterday and I have to talk about that. I have to talk about this. I don't have to, but I am a huge vitamin water fiend. I love the drink vitamin water. And usually I get the regular vitamin waters that have sugar in them and whatever because I have a very weak stomach and sometimes there's artificial sugars that upset my stomach. So usually when a drink or whatever says it's zero sugar, it just means that it's zero cane sugar, and it usually has an artificial sweetener or an artificial sugar in there. So and my stomach gets very upset from certain artificial sweeteners and sugars, so I stay away from those. But um, I recently tried one of the zero sugar vitamin waters, and my stomach was completely fine. So last night when I was at the grocery store, I picked up like a bunch of different flavors so I could try out some different flavors. And I got the coconut lime one, and it's not good. If you love the taste of coconut, then you're gonna love the coconut lime. It's it's green. It's colored green, so I figured it would have more of a lime presenting taste. I hardly taste any lime in it. I only taste coconut. I don't mind coconut, but I like it as like a background flavor, and this is a definitely foreground flavor. And again, if you like coconut, you'll love this one, but I drank like half of it last night, and it tasted not good, but it was like drinkable, and I just tried a taste of it now, maybe because it's been like, sitting out, well, like sitting out with like the cap on, but still sitting out. It's just, nope. Back to the builds. Okay, so I'm gonna make this my brother's room and this my sister and I's room. So if we're talking about like the timeline of what's going on, I was 6, she was 13. So this is our room that we're sharing. And then this is my brother's room. If I'm 6, he would have been like 10 or 11 years old. I was gonna put a magazine in here as kind of like a inappropriate magazine, but he wouldn't have had those yet. Maybe I'll just put the magazine in here and have it be like reading material, because we had that. I'll put headphones in here for my sister. I have to try and remember what our room even looked like when I was 6. I was conscious at the time, but I don't really remember a whole lot. Just looking at what other debug items to include. Oh, I thought this was cereal. Maybe I'll pretend it's cereal. Birdseed. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, we don't have pet birds in The Sims. This empty sippy cup. Oh, I said I didn't want to, like, dirty up the place with the dishes, though. Okay, if I had chosen to do that, that would have been a really good option because, yeah, we had the daycare. Makeup. My mom, for the longest time, and I think to this day still, she sells Mary Kay makeup. And it was funny because when my sister and I were teenagers, we would buy makeup from other brands and like sneak them into the house, and she would call them contraband. Like, she wouldn't actually be upset that we had other brand makeup, but she'd be like, if you guys wanted makeup, you could have just told me. Like, I literally sell makeup. And it's kind of like, but we wanted not Mary Kay makeup. No offense to Mary Kay, the company, no offense to my mom, but Mary Kay just, it has an old lady smell to it. I think I just associate it with not calling my mom old, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I associate the smell of Mary Kay makeup with my mom. And again, not calling her old, but I don't want to smell like that. You know? So much debug items. This is a gardening vacuum. I am gonna pretend that it's his, like, lawnmower. I say his. My dad was mostly in charge of doing the lawn work outside, and my mom was mostly in charge of doing the inside home work. They kind of had traditional roles in that sense. Um, what is this one? I don't know. Just give my dad all the different tools here. This is a sand pail. I'm gonna put this, like, size it up and put it right here. Just because I was explaining that this mail slot, we basically had like a hole in the wall right here, and it had like a metal slide up thing. But if the mail person would put the mail into the slot, and then it would just fall to the ground. So eventually, my parents started putting a bucket or like a pail on the other side, so they wouldn't just be like on the ground; it'd be inside the bucket. I have this here. I could probably. It's gonna lose my spot in debug, isn't it? Yeah. Saw that coming. But I wanted to control 9. And this is, yeah, this is kind of how the mail would look over there. Crap, I lost my spot in debug. Wherever this takes me, that's where we're gonna go. Where we're gonna start from. Kind of starts at the beginning, that's fine. Or not, I guess not. But I definitely was over here, because I already have the fire extinguisher. What else can I say? What other stories can I tell about, like, growing up in my house? Um, I never really fought with my siblings. My siblings, because my siblings are older than me. I've explained that. Like, my sister is the oldest. She's 7 years older than me. My brother is the middle child. He's 4.5, 5-ish years older than me. And then I'm the baby. And they always knew that you don't mess with the baby because I would start crying, and then my dad would come running in, and then he would say, "What the hell is going on in here?" And like, we didn't have junk like this, I don't think. It was basically like, just don't mess with the baby. She's a big baby. So they would mess with each other. At one point, my brother was, I don't remember how the story was going, but I think my brother was emptying the dishwasher, or my sister was emptying, one of them was emptying the dishwasher. We had to do chores, and my sister held a knife, like she was holding a steak knife. They were arguing while emptying the dishwasher. My sister held up a steak knife because she was putting it away or something. I don't know if she pointed it at him or what, but he went to go grab the knife and he ended up grabbing the blade and slicing his hand and ugh, that was that was not fun. What else did they do? There's like holes in the wall in the basement because I was saying that my sister, when she was 13, she got her own bedroom kind of built for her in the basement. And yeah, if her and my brother were fighting, she would go into her room and slam the door, and he would come and like punch the door and then kick it or whatever, and it would make holes in the door. Yeah, it was. They would get intense. I'm glad that I was not involved with that, that they kind of didn't mess with me. But me, the little pot stirrer that I am, whoever was nicer to me that day, I would cheer them on when they started fighting. So like if it was usually my sister, let's be real. My sister was usually the nicer one to me. If she was fighting with my brother, that I would cheer her on in the fight. Um, or, you know, in the rare occasion that my sister had made me mad that day, I would cheer on my brother. For the longest time growing up, I thought my brother hated me. And it's not like he did anything necessarily to me. I should put my mom's purse like right on that ledge there. I'll go around and like control 9 things onto where they need to be. I'm just kind of going through this first and seeing what I need to get. I'll put a stool in here because I used to use a stool so I could reach the sink. This is just a box. Maybe I'll put this box on the over here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, for the longest time I thought my brother didn't like me. It wasn't that he would do anything to me. It's just like my sister, she would be very like nice and sweet to me, and like if I had a bad dream when we were sharing our bedroom together, I would go and like cuddle into her bed and like tell her about my bad dream and stuff. And I just didn't have that kind of relationship with my brother. Um, like there was never once that like if I was upset or had a bad dream or something, I would go running to him. Um, my parents used to yell and fight and argue with each other, and my sister would be the one to be like, "Hey guys, let's go play in the basement," or um, our grandparents, my dad's parents, they lived 2 blocks away from this house. So if like things were getting, you know, kind of loud and uncomfortable at the house between my parents, then my sister would be like, "Hey guys, let's go over to Granny and Grandpa's house and hang out with Granny and Grandpa." Like she was just kind of the one to, you know, she was the older sibling. She was kind of the one to be in charge, but she also got a lot of the this is like heavy stuff. I don't know if I want to be talking about this, but whatever. I've already started. Um, my mom, I love her to death. Like I love my mom, but she growing up was a little intense and a little much, and she would yell. And now that I'm older, I've kind of learned that the reason for that is because she was the default parent. Um, like my dad was very chill, laid back, you know, didn't he didn't yell at us very often, but and that's nice, you know, that's great. But my mom kind of had to be the parent to be the disciplinarian. And so if you asked us at that time which parent we preferred, or, you know, I would feel bad picking my dad over my mom, but that's kind of like how it was. At one point, my parents kind of seemed like they were gonna get a divorce. I don't remember this too much. I was about like 5 or something. So yeah, I don't really remember it a whole lot, but my sister does because she was like 12 or 13. And yeah, things were kind of looking bad. My parents ended up not getting a divorce, which I'm thankful for, but it was kind of yeah. And I remember like my siblings talking to each other and being like, "Well, if they get a divorce, I want to live with dad." Because dad was the one who like didn't yell at us. But the thing is like we needed to have structure in the family. We needed to have chores to do. We needed to be fed every night. We needed the house to be cleaned. Um, and my mom was the default parent. She was the one in charge of telling us that we needed to do those things and making sure we did it. And yeah, so oh, these ones hang on the wall. Is there a mop that hangs on the wall like that? So yeah, just from watching a lot of like TikToks, I've learned about like the psychology of it and how there's usually a uh, default parent and usually a chill, relax, go with the flow is also about bossed around by the default parent. And that's kind of how it was with my mom and my dad. So I don't, I'm not saying that I think that her yelling at us was necessarily like a good thing, but I don't blame her for why she yelled at us when I was growing up. Um, I hope they never like watch this video. Not that my family ever would watch my like Sims videos, but like my mom, she's very sweet and she's very loving and she's lovey-dovey. And then all of a sudden she's not. Like something would just like trigger, like she'd be like cuddling you on the couch or something, and then something would happen, or she would suddenly remember, oh yeah, I need to clean something right now, and then it would just be, yeah, we gotta go clean something right now. I think I'm not gonna talk about that right now anymore. Sorry, I don't mean to make things like awkward, and I made things awkward myself, but I'm just putting the flooring in now. Let's get back into the Sims build. Something more chill going on. Oh my god, I talk about my family problems and then all of a sudden like I have 4 viewers. Hi guys. Welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing? I'm not sniffling because I'm crying. I just want to say that. I'm not crying. Uh I'm just I don't know. I got like weird allergies. They only come in the morning. Right now I'm just kind of going through and I was in debug and just laying down debug stuff that I thought I would need for the build. I was looking for a remote, like the remote control for the TV to put in here. Like I would probably put it right here. That's usually where we kept the remote. I couldn't find it, and I don't feel like going back into debug to find it. Right now, I'm gonna try and work on. This would have been in one of these shelves, like it would have been like in here, but I can't do that, so I'm just gonna put that right there. I have to sneeze. Excuse me. And I'll put these over by that. I think I'm done with the garage. I know there's more that I probably could put into the garage, but I think that's gonna be. Oh, you know what? I was in debug. Now I remember. I was looking for a car. I didn't see a car in debug. There's like debug cars, and that's what I was looking for. I completely couldn't remember why I was in there. Ugh. Okay, I'll just use these ones. These ones are like uglier, but whatever. I'm not gonna go back into debug right now. My dad had like a car like this. Like this is what I mean. He just had like a car, like not like an SUV or truck. He did eventually get a truck, but he always had a car like this because it would just be easier for him to take this to work. And then my mom always had like a van or an SUV. I'm gonna have to move this somewhere. Maybe I'll put it in the backyard. Sometimes we would have the kiddie pool in the backyard. I'll put it like right here. But my mom needed to be able to like haul the daycare kids around and haul us kids around, so. And it was usually parked here so that my dad could back out and go to work. Yeah, it was usually parked like underneath the basketball hoop. Well, that's the garage done. I was gonna do the bathrooms today too, but I'm not sure if I want to get into the bathrooms right now. I did put quite a bit of debug items down, and I know there's more like with the bathroom clutter kit that will come in handy for this. I'm honestly kind of having a hard time remembering what the bathroom looked like. It was tile and I'm talking about like the wallpaper. It was tile and then like paint. Mm, like this, but the paint would have been a different color on top. I don't know if we have anything like that. Like the tile was white and then the paint was pink, I think. To be honest, it was really ugly, so I don't think it's gonna have anything like that. Like this, but reversed. I might just have to go for a different option. Maybe this. Oops, sorry. I clicked on my key too much and now I got sticky key warning. Ooh, actually, this is probably gonna be like the closest. So imagine this without the black lines around. That's what we had. Oh my god, my nose. Okay, I'm gonna have to move this makeup out of the way. I didn't really think about this. You know what was really ugly is we had pink walls and then green cabinets in here. Um, I've said before, my sister is the one who lives in this house now, and she has since painted the pink part, I think, white, and she painted the cabinets like a navy blue. It looks a lot better than what it did when I was living there. Green cabinets. Like this, but with a white top. I don't think we're gonna have anything like that. No. Um, no. I hate that you can't pick the colors of the countertops. I might have to go with these ones, but it was more of like a lighter green, not like that. That's a really ugly green. It was ugly, but not that ugly. Mm, I don't think we're gonna have like a green counter with a white top other than these base game ones, and I'm really not digging the base game ones. I might use these ones. They have like the same vibe. It's just that like the top is brown, but it's like a light brown, so we can kind of get away with it. And the sink is like right here. To be honest, the sink would have been like right here, but I don't think I can really, unless I did some maneuvering. See, I think that's gonna take up too much space. Well, this might work. I mean, you can see that there's plates here, but just ignore that and ignore the clipping. Oh, this isn't gonna work because this light here. I'm gonna have this light here, so I'm gonna have to figure out a different mirror situation. Could do this. Or like this might have been more accurate. I'm gonna put all of her makeup up here. She would have had like a makeup bag and stuff. Like usually her makeup, well, actually I shouldn't say that. I was gonna say usually her makeup wasn't lying around, but yeah, it was. Alright, where's our bathroom clutter stuff? Toothpaste, heck yeah. I don't know why it's clipping right there. I'll have to fix that. Combs. Oh, that has toothpaste in it, so that's fine. Oops. This is where our toilet paper would have gone. This would have been over here. What else did we have? Maybe this thing. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Towel rack over here. Which towels look the most accurate? I'm gonna go with these ones. Well, our towel bar was not gold, actually. I don't think it matters, but it matters to me. I'll go with these ones then. My mom had a robe. I don't remember what color her robe was. Probably it was white or pink. I'll go with white. We had a trash can in here too. And And then, of course, the toilet, the porcelain throne. And we had a, like, medicine cabinet or whatever that was above there. And it was brown. Just like imagine all of these colors. All of these colors in this room. I'll put this, like, I don't know. I feel like we had like a basket or something that held magazines and stuff. Kind of like, yeah, I'll sell this. We had something like this in the bathroom. I'll make it smaller though. Oops. Nope, I want to put it over here. It keeps telling me something abruptly crashed. What? What abruptly crashed? I have everything I need here. Okay, and then let's put a... We had a bath and shower combo in here. I like the different curtains on this from Parenthood, but oh my god, this is so annoying. But the thing is, it changes the shower, like the actual tub itself. I think, well, okay, our tub was, this is annoying because it, like, I can't move when it comes up. No, that's like the baseball one. Never mind. Okay, our tub wasn't green like that, but it's fine. It kind of goes with the theme, you know, we have white, pink, and green, which was like, again, the ugliest freaking combination. I kept my stool here, either here or like right here, um, so that way I had a stool to wash my hands with. I know the kids in the game just automatically pop up with like a stool to wash their hands, but I like having that storytelling aspect in the to show in the build. That's exactly where it was before. Nope, too far back now. There we go. That's fine. This this countertop too, if you like move the makeup and stuff aside, this is where my mom used to change the kids' diapers in her daycare. Just a little tidbit for you. Here, maybe I'll put these on top of my stool. Is that floating? It's probably floating. Whatever. You can't tell. Yeah, that's fine. I could do the shelf trick, but I don't feel like it. And then typically we didn't have like an actual like mat here. We usually had a towel, but I don't think I'll be able to replicate that. We do have towels that lay on the ground in the game, from Island Living, but you can't size them down and they're a little too big. This green one maybe, or I don't know what kind of wanted like a skinnier one. We have this. And that's the main bathroom. Oh, well, actually, my mom used to have like pictures hanging up here. I don't, if you ask me, I don't remember what the pictures looked like. They were just art of like vases or something. I don't know. Just generic paintings to hang up in your bathroom. Probably, yeah, probably like a fish or something, or seashells, or. And this seems pretty accurate. Are those even? They're as even as they're gonna get. Can you tell I'm just like so over this? Sorry, I don't mean to be so like negative Nelly. And then this bathroom, it was the same wallpaper in here as the kitchen. This one's gonna be pretty easy to do. This was our half bathroom. At one point, I tried to make this bathroom my bedroom. Like, I tried to sleep on the floor here. Don't ask me why. I think it was back when I was probably having to share a room with my sister, and just sometimes we needed space from each other. Now that my mom and my sister and I don't live together, we are like the best of friends. We text each other all the time, like check in on each other. Now that we like are not under the same roof, we are the best of friends. And I wouldn't say my sister and I ever had like big problems like with each other. I think it was just more so she wanted to have space, which is understandable. As like a, a teenage girl just wanting to have a little bit of some space from your baby sister. We had a mirror like this in the bathroom, but at one point, you know those like sticker things? They're like seasonal stickers or decals that you can put on your mirror, on your windows and stuff. My mom got some for Valentine's Day one year to put on the bay windows in the living room, and I took them, and for whatever reason, I decided to put them on the mirror in here, and it stayed like that. Like they wouldn't come off. So it wasn't flowers, it was like hearts or whatever. But this mirror had little heart decals stuck on them for forever. Just a funny little memory of that. We had a towel rack in here too. Usually the towels weren't like fun colors, they're usually just white in here. And that was basically just so you could wash or dry your hands off once you were done washing your hands. I should probably move this over just a little bit. This bathroom is usually the bathroom that my mom used to do her hair in. She had her blow dryer in this bathroom and like her curling irons and whatever. I have to sneeze again. Bless me. Whew. I think there's a hairdryer that comes with the, oops, not that. A hairdryer that comes with the bathroom clutter kit, so I might look in there. Hair dryer. Yeah, and it would have just been like on the sink like that. She had a white one. Do you guys have a white one? We do. I think eventually she started doing her makeup in this bathroom too, just so it would be less clutter in this bathroom. It also made sense because, like, while she is getting her makeup on, there's probably people waiting to take a shower or use the bathroom in here. So I think eventually she started doing her makeup in the other bathroom. And then we had a light like that. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Oh, I need to get curtains. I think that's the last piece de resistance of the bathrooms. And then at that point, I'll kind of be done with this for today. I'm trying to remember kind of like what the curtains looked like. Kind of like this. That's like the only white option, so that is how the house is looking so far. The bathrooms are done. They're pretty accurate to what I remember the house looking like. Um, yeah, and then I just kind of put debug items around the house where they'll belong. I have to like go around and, you know, add them to stuff. The garage is done. This is pretty accurate. We had like a cork board or something here that also held tools on it. And I think there was like a bench here, but I was just kind of like, that's enough stuff in the garage. All the bikes, all the these would have been more organized. My dad would have put them against the wall. I just don't have the mod tool or the tool mod to move them like that. Yeah, that's how the garage looked. If I'm building the house based off of how it looked when I was like 6, we didn't have these cabinets in here yet. My dad didn't build the cabinets in the garage yet, but that's fine. The house is gonna kind of be a myriad of different times, different years, different ages that I lived here. I'm really curious to show this to my family and have them comment on it or like I did that kind of when I showed my parents the outside of the house. I I took a picture with my phone of just this minus the van here because I just added that today. I took a picture like this and I sent a picture of it to the group chat, like the family group chat. And my parents were like, "We didn't have palm trees in the backyard. You're missing a tree." Like we had a tree right here at the bottom of the driveway. And my mom said, "My windows were smaller. Like these windows were smaller." And I'm like, "Guys, there's only so much I can do. It's in The Sims." And my parents were like, "Oh, it's in The Sims. We thought it was a photograph." Like they thought I had taken a picture of like a random house and was like, "Oh, this looks like our old house." But yeah, my parents are like, "We don't have palm trees in the backyard." I'm like, "I know you don't have palm trees in the backyard. We lived in Wisconsin, but I can't control what's happening over here. I can only control what's happening on this like 30 by 40 or whatever, 40, yeah, 40 by 30 lot." So once I said to them like I built in The Sims, they were like, "Oh, that makes sense." I'm like, "Yeah." So I really want to like take pictures of the rest of the house too and show it to them and be like, does this look familiar? They're gonna say that the kitchen is too big. They're gonna say something like, I wish the kitchen was that big. I wish we had a kitchen that size. If I could move this one tile this way, I don't want to actually do that, but this would be more the right size of what the kitchen looked like, but then it would just mess up my stuff going on here. But yeah, this is more accurate to, why is it not, I took my ceiling away. This would be more accurate to the size of the kitchen. I'm just giving us a little extra space. Alright, I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you enjoyed watching my video. Again, this means nothing to anybody else because you didn't grow up in this house, but this means a world to me because it's really helping me walk down memory lane. I know I kind of got a little serious when I was talking about like family issues, my parents arguing and stuff. I feel like all families have that kind of thing though. I feel like everyone kind of experienced their parents arguing at one point or another, or like their siblings fighting or whatever. Hopefully I wasn't oversharing too much. But yeah, if my parents ever watch this video, they're gonna be like, why did you talk about that? Well, I just want to say in advance, I'm sorry. I kind of was just talking out of my ass and probably shouldn't have talked about that. Anyway, have a great day, guys. Bye.